So really quick video, Chi City Sports ended up dropping this article. Chicago Sky head coach admits Angel Reese mistake.
At first, I wasn't sure if it was real. I came across that post, and I thought it was from Angel Reese, something about the white girl not wanting any of the smoke or something like that. I thought, no way, that can't be real. When someone asked me about it, I honestly said, there's no way Angel Reese would actually share something like that, right?
But this was put out right here. Again, hell, I thought it was fake originally. And I guess it's not. I mean, it's crazy. White girl running from the fade. There's Angel Reese right there. There's, of course, Caitlin Clark doing the responsible thing, not wanting to tank her public relations. Like Angel Reese walking away after the take foul the other night. Or the other day against the Chicago Sky.
Welcome to Where the Truth Lives, the one place where sports are broken down raw and unfiltered. No scripts, no sugarcoating, and definitely no corporate-approved opinions. If you're looking for feel-good stories, this isn't it. Here, we speak the truth, even when it's hard to hear.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not by now. And I saw that post from Angel Reese, or what I thought was Angel Reese, or whatever I got told was Angel Reese, about the white girl didn't want any of the fade or something like that. I thought it had to be a mistake. Somebody asked me about it, and I said, no, surely to God she would not have even Angel Reese surely realizes not to repost something like that, right?
And you know what? I was wrong. She actually did repost it. After digging deeper, not only is it real, but they're also members of the media trying to hold the WNBA accountable. They're out here preaching about no place for hate while completely overlooking a player who shared a post that promotes violence and racial division, and it was aimed at the league's biggest star.
Hell, I guess I was wrong. I guess she did. And so now that I'm really starting to look into this, I'm like, God, not only is this real, but you've got media members that actually do try to hold the WNBA to some kind of responsibility. They're talking about there's no room for hate, this and that and the other one. And you've got a player that's blatantly advocating for violence against far and away your most popular player. All right, and bringing race into the situation.
Today, we're tackling what could be the WNBA's most serious controversy to date. This goes beyond the game. It's about race, culture, integrity, and a league that seems increasingly incapable of upholding its own standards. At the heart of it are Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And behind them, a league that's starting to look less like a professional organization and more like a punchline. Let's get into it. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
And I was like, again, somebody sent that to me and I said, it's got to be fake. And I was like, nope, here's a video on TikTok right here. And that picture is in this video. And it was reposted by Angel Reese. And let's see if I have the ability there. I'm going to just turn that down because I don't want a copyright strike. But right there, there's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like, and share it. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Or are you kidding me? And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
This is the post, the one I honestly thought was fake at first. It said, white girl running from the fade. There's Angel Reese, clear as day. And there's Caitlin Clark, walking away after a hard foul, trying to keep things from escalating, showing maturity. Someone sent me the TikTok, and there it was, the caption, the video, and yes, Angel Reese had reposted it on her own TikTok. No context, no denial, no explanation. Just put it out there like it was funny or harmless.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, and then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke and not only allows but encourages racism against white people. Well, it takes a step further here, because my boy over at Outkick, Bobby Burack, who's a hell of a good journalist, did reach out to the WNBA. Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment, nor would it address Reese suggesting she wants to fight Caitlin Clark. So much for, quote, zero tolerance for hate. You know, the WNBA is running an ad right now about, I think, the physicality of the league. And at some point, we just gotta ask the question: is this what Cathy Engelbert and the WNBA wanted? Is this what they wanted? Is all this drama? All this? I mean, I understand it's good for ratings. Maybe the commissioner's sitting back and she's secretly smiling about this or whatnot, but you're still targeting the fan base that's funding this whole thing in the Indiana Fever.
Meanwhile, the WNBA is busy lecturing Fever fans. Seriously? Angel Reese does this, and there's no suspension, no fine? Or is the league just too afraid to take action because the person targeted is a white woman? In any reasonable world, Caitlin Clark walking away would be seen as leadership, staying calm, keeping the peace. But instead, someone flipped the narrative, turned it into a meme to make her look weak or afraid. And Angel Reese went ahead and co-signed it.
All right. They're the ones grabbing the ratings. They're the ones paying up for the tickets, even on the road. And I've got to wonder, are you going to start seeing more empty seats even at Caitlin Clark games? Because I can tell you this, just from what I can gauge, a lot of Fever fans are already sort of fed up. All right, they're already sort of fed up. And you could hear it from the crowd. The crowd said that they, I guess, Cathy Engelbert came over and lectured the crowd prior to the game the other day. How about at Cathy Engelbert? Does she have any comment? If the WNBA wants to be taken seriously, we should have transparency on these types of issues. Absolutely.
Let's be real. This is a clear case of racial double standards. You can't speak out against racism one day and then repost racially charged TikToks the next. This is exactly why people are starting to view the WNBA as a joke. It's not just that this behavior is happening, it's that the league's silence makes it seem like they are endorsing it. My guy Bobby Burack from Outkick reached out to the WNBA for a comment on Angel Reese's TikTok, and got nothing. Not even an acknowledgement. So much for that zero tolerance for hate policy, right?
The WNBA is officially having their Jussie Smollett Bubba Wallace hoax situation. Right here, right now. You're watching it. And there's other things going on like this being shared by Angel Reese. WNBA's turning a blind eye to it. Do they not realize, look, if you want to be taken as a, number one, if you want to keep all these new fans around, and you want to be treated like a real sports league, you've got to start taking things like this seriously and quit worrying about going after somebody because they made a crack about Brittany Griner being arrested in Russia. Sports fans are going to go after Brittany Griner over that. They're going to heckle her over that. I heard that yesterday and was like, are you kidding me? Fact, Brittany Griner got arrested in Russia for cannabis oil, which is illegal in Russia. You expect sports fans to not literally heckle her with that during a game? Have you ever been to a Raiders game, an Eagles game? You gotta be kidding me.
Right now, the WNBA is promoting physicality and competitive fire in their ads, But is this really what Commissioner Cathy Engelbert had in mind? Maybe she believes the drama boosts ratings, but let's not forget, it's Indiana Fever fans filling those seats, and they are the ones being disrespected. As for the players, Caitlin Clark isn't just any rookie, she's a phenomenon. She drew more viewers than the men's NCAA championship, sells out arenas, and has brought millions of new fans to a league that badly needed a spotlight. Angel Reese is a star in her own right. She owns her brand, speaks freely, and represents a new wave of bold, unapologetic athletes. But that kind of influence comes with responsibility. When you share posts like this, whether you mean to or not, you're sending a message.
NBA Centel, which is a parody site, a satire site, shared a fake post about the WNBA banning booing. All right. At first glance, I saw it and was like, well, I can't believe it took them this long. And then I saw who posted it and was like, okay, good. But that just tells you it got a lot of people. That post, a lot of people thought it was real. Because at this point, we're expecting the WNBA to literally do something absurd like ban booing in a sports league.
When the WNBA refuses to act, it sends a loud and clear message. We're okay with this. Whether that's their intention or not, it's how it appears, and fans are picking up on it. I've already heard from plenty of Indiana Fever fans who feel disrespected, ignored, and are ready to walk away. They are tired of the double standards. Reports say Commissioner Cathy Engelbert recently addressed fans, not to thank them or rally support, but to criticize their tone following an alleged racist incident in the crowd that still hasn't been proven. Meanwhile, Angel Reese reposts racially charged TikToks with no consequences. If the WNBA wants to be taken seriously, it needs consistency. When fans step out of line, they are investigated. But when a player promotes divisive content, silence. That's not leadership. That's cowardice. This is starting to feel like the WNBA's Jussie Smollett or Bubba Wallace moment. Outrage built on shaky ground, no accountability, and no awareness of the damage being done. Just imagine if the roles were reversed. If Caitlin Clark shared a TikTok saying, "Black girl can't handle the smoke." The backlash would be immediate. Protests, headlines, sponsor exits, non-stop coverage, and rightfully so. So why is it tolerated in reverse? Racism is racism. History doesn't excuse targeting someone based on their race. And anyone defending that behavior is part of the problem. Fever fans are showing up, chanting, traveling, yet they are the ones being scolded. And the player fueling the racial tension? Protected. It's not hard to see where this is going. If the WNBA doesn't course correct, it risks losing fans, sponsors, and legitimacy. A parody site even joked about banning booing, and people believed it. That's how far the league's credibility has slipped. When satire starts sounding real, that's a red flag. Sponsors don't invest in chaos. TV networks don't pay for controversy. Merch companies won't back leagues that can't control their own narrative. If the WNBA keeps dodging accountability, corporate partners will leave, and the foundation of the league will start to crack. At what point does Adam Silver step in? The WNBA is still tied to the NBA. These teams are affiliated. This isn't just a WNBA issue anymore. It's a basketball issue. Caitlin Clark brought millions of new fans. But if the league keeps alienating them, they'll leave, and the WNBA could slide back into irrelevance. And then came the moment that blew up the internet. A viral TikTok showing Caitlin Clark as a waitress taking orders from Angel Reese and her teammates, implying a lower social status. The caption read, "Back to reality." The imagery was layered with racial undertones, degrading Clark while elevating others. And Angel didn't just like the video, she reposted it to her massive audience. In doing so, she turned a meme into a message. A message that wasn't just about basketball anymore, it was about race, power, and hierarchy. The reaction was swift and divided. Some dismissed it as playful trolling, but many saw it as an endorsement of racial resentment. And still, the WNBA remained silent. No comment, no statement, no leadership.